universe knows by you being more powerful than her that you coerced her into being that. And they know that that mind just been fucked up and destroyed by you can also be rejuvenated and regenerated and returned to a God calibration. So your white woman has a better chance of staying on this earth than you do, because I'm singling y'all asses out and I'm telling my sister for a fact those motherfuckers should not be on the earth. But we can find use for those women. And she say them bitches better buy the green light too. Because otherwise I'm killing all their asses and their children and their materialism. So get ready for it. It's going down.
Americans feel bad. I'm saying that because this is a strategy that the governing body of this country utilized against the black man and woman. So if you are a white man out there that don't like what I'm saying, I don't care. I gotta wake people up. And that's the only reason why I have to say this horrible shit, because it happened.
And see, my job is to fix this planet. And I'm going to tell you flat out, the reason this planet is so destroyed and so messed up is because melanated scientists created the white man to do exactly what he did. So it's real obvious to me what needs to be eradicated. I mean, you don't have to be real smart to figure that out. If you got a dog chewing on your ass, you're not going to worry about the damn cat that's in the yard playing with a damn ball of yarn. You're going to deal with what is a string. And the white man hanging us and cutting our dicks off and denying us a way to provide for our families and locking our children up in jail and filling our neighborhoods with drugs and preaching us to worship his ass as our God. It's pretty damn extreme.
Well, can you find out what I wanted to show you guys was this is ancient stuff that was taken off of the wall in Kemet, one of the walls in Kemet. I don't remember which one because I haven't read it. I ain't read nothing about this. Ironic as it may sound, I just saw this wall and I knew how to tell you what it was.
From reading all those books and just looking at the pictures and all the books and reading about the God Asar and reading about the Trinity of Amaran Ptah and reading about the universal uteruses and all that stuff and all the colors and what they represent. When I saw this relief right here, I just put it together. I just knew what it was. It was real simple. I never saw this in any books. Only place I saw this is right on YouTube. I never saw this in a book.
I mean, I didn't read nothing to this effect. When me coming across this is what I mean. I've read tons of books on this stuff, but I never saw this. I read it in a book. I read this guy's book. His name is Mulana Ashby. I read his book, and the book was called the Per Immaru book. It's the Meta. What is it called? It's called Coming Forth by Day and by Night. All right. And this guy got some really good information that if anybody that wants to be involved with the search of this type of stuff right here, you should go online and look. I could tell you a whole lot of metaphysics' name, but this guy right here, when I think about books, I think that he got a wife too. Her name is, what is her name? Her name is, I think her name is Karen, I think that's what her name is. But anyway, they make a lot of these books on this stuff right here. They have a lot of them. And if you, sometimes you can read his books and you read the same stuff over and it kind of frustrates you. You say, why did he put that stuff? So I called him one day and I said, you know, I've been reading your books and I noticed that a lot of your information show up in the same books. And he said, do you remember which books it were? And I told him the books. I remember. And he said, see, that's why it's like that, because it makes you be able to easily recall things. So I was like, oh, okay. So if you do start buying books, excuse me a minute. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry, I had a phone call from there. So yeah, thanks for holding it, everybody. I don't remember where I was at, okay? But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna just try to start at a random, because position and let you guys know what I'm trying to get at, okay? Now listen, first of all, let me say something to everybody here in America and all over the planet. There is nothing about me that makes me want to have a heel or a gangster mentality or anything like that. Please believe that. What's going on is that this education that I'm bringing is a very hard education. It's hard on everyone on this planet because people does not know this knowledge right here. And there has been people that has taken advantage of the fact that people do not know this knowledge. Now, the people to me trying to bring this knowledge back on the earth. That's the reason why I have my homie Quasar sitting on the sun with that big ass photon laser that can go from little to big. And what I mean by that is that the worst damage that you can receive from that photon laser is a very small black dot that is so small you won't even see it. The only people who know it's a black dot is the spiritual warriors that are going to come and stick it up your ass. They are the only ones that can see it because they are the light entities that came with me to this planet to back me up. If I sound aggressive, it's because I am speaking to someone in precision that knows who I am talking to. Don't take it personal. Do not get involved. It really bothers me to have confrontation with people because I know that I could be put down in a bad circumstance. But some of you people are so damn stupid that I deliberately put your ass in that circumstance because I can see you. So know that. Please. Because there's people who want this on the earth and do understand that I am going to let them happen. That's why I came. So all you people out there that has been put to sleep and you know there's more than what you've been getting, then we getting ready to do this, okay? These letters are the life force on the earth. They are the people that's responsible for making all the trees grow, for making the rain, for the fishes in the ocean, for the ocean, for the people, for the insects. Everything that's a part of our ecology is all based on what's above is below. Okay? That's the way it works. See that? Like that? Excuse me. That's the way that works. You get one pointed down at the bottom, up, and one at the top, down. What's above is below. 2 points for sure. See? There's 1 point up, 1 point down. It's always like that. Always like that. I don't care what nobody says. That means that if there's a God up above in heaven, there's got to be a God here on earth. And if there's a God here on the earth, there's got to be a God in the earth. So listen. In heaven, on the earth, under the earth. Asar is an androgynous God. Both Larrys, male and female. Okay? That's who Asar is. Asar is the mediator that they wanted to say would come and die for your sins. But that's not what I do. No one can die for your sins. Someone can come here and tell you how to prepare yourself to die and how to prepare yourself for the eradications of your sins, or tell you how to live where you don't own any sins. Okay? Now that's what it's all about. Please, ladies and gentlemen, understand that. That is what it's all about. Now, where we at? This green thing right here to show you the pyramid. When I show you my pyramid, I'm going to show you the green light that comes down from the pyramid to show you and corroborate my story that I wrote here on the sunlight. Along with that, you're going to see these colors right here and there. Okay? You're going to see these colors right here in my rainbows on 12. Okay? Now look at the colors. That blue, right? That green, this really beautiful purple, and this right here. Make a mental note of that in your mind right now, okay? Hold that in your mind. Okay, greetings and hotel. Okay, now look. First of all, here's my green light. Okay, that's the path that you saw. That's the path that the star took to come to Earth. Look at those little amber lights right there. That's the color of amber that you see Asar associated with when he's standing on Earth, his personification itself. And look at the amber lights up here. Now watch, when I run it, you can go into the pyramid up there. So you have a chance to see, okay? Now look at the color. This light right here, it just came down out of nowhere. I was started talking in that other segment, and I was saying how these lights were emanations of God that could change their sizes and everything. Now this thing, watch how it go from big to little. See how little they are right here? See, and then they can get that big. I seen one night, it was so huge in Hawaii, it was out of this world big. That damn thing was, and I told my friends, I said, man, you know what, it's this spaceship that keep flying, they keep following me around. And they was like, yeah, right. And I've been telling people all my life, these things have been found and having interactions with me. All these little things right here, I used to think they were just like camera glare, you know, because, and then I started looking at them, and then I said, well, why are they all shaped like little diamonds? And then they started flying around my house. And I said, okay, this is getting to be a bit much, because either I'm going crazy as hell or I got high blood pressure. But you know what they started doing? They started making stuff move. And then I was like, okay, your ass is really on your way to the mental hospital. And so I didn't want to tell nobody. I was saying, you know what, I can't tell people this. They're going to think that, you know, I'm seriously crazy. So I was just trying to keep to myself, and I was bugging out, you know, because these things was really annoying me, irritating me. But then, later on, I started taking this camera outside with me, and I started seeing these things more and more in the camera. And I started saying, wait a minute, something is not right. These things is not just camera glare. Because I don't even have a camera now. And then one of them just zip past me in the kitchen, and I was like, what the? And then it'd be late at night in my bedroom, it'd be dark, and those things be darker than dark. And they be moving around, and I be standing there and I be thinking, do I got high blood pressure? What is that thing doing moving around in here? So then they started making themselves really, really obvious to me that they were entities of light. They could do things because they started making things in the apartment move around. So I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Hotel, I'm back. So can you guys see my man in the middle, my homeboy? See right here? This guy right here. See right there. His name is Quasar. Look at him. He's the one who controls those guns up there. Can you see him? See him up in there?